What's going on, everybody? I am in beautiful Berlin taking in the sights. It's the Brandenburg Gate behind me, but the beautiful scenery is not the only reason that I am here. I came to check out Bosch Connected World, where they're showing the future of the connected world. So I'm gonna check out the scenes and I'm gonna show you what is new from Bosch Connected World. Stay tuned. We've got Bosch's vision of essentially connected parking. So a couple of cool things are going on here. First, the parking garage is actually what's made smart. You pull your car in, you pull up to a registered area, you get out of your car, you open your smartphone, you push a button, and your car goes and parks itself, and then you come back and you push a button and your car comes back to you. That is incredibly cool. And there's actually a real live demo of that was going on here. This technology that is coming, and it's not just coming to one manufacturer, it's not just for Mercedes or BMW. This is technology that's going to work across all cars, which is pretty awesome to see. So I am with Johnny from Bosch, and I will talk to anyone who shares my same name. Johnny is the technical master when it comes to connected parking and Bosch's vision of connected parking. So I had a few questions. First, this is incredible. It's like watching magic happen. But how does this technology work? Is the technology in the car, or is technology more in the parking garage where the car is going to be parked?
Okay, the automated valet parking, it is the safety, and this is one of the most important value what we bring in this automated valet parking. This week we deliver by the infrastructure and not by the vehicle. That means we have the infrastructure, we build up there our LiDAR sensors, and with this combination and the signals which goes to the vehicle, we can make a safety stop or whatever in the vehicle. That means for a mixed environment, we are actually confident that we will not have any problems, and that's very important.
That is incredible, and I think one of the coolest things for people to understand too is because this is demonstrated with the Mercedes, this isn't just a Mercedes technology. It's not just for them or BMW. This is technology across all manufacturers and all automobiles, which is really cool to see something like this accessible ultimately for everyone. So I don't know if a lot of you guys live in big cities, but I was in San Francisco, for example, last week, and parking on the streets in those cities is insane and complicated. You got to budget a good 45 minutes to find a place to park your car. So what Bosch is doing, as you drive down a street, your car is sort of passively scanning for parking spaces. So even if you're not parking, it'll see an open space on street A and it'll register that to a database, and somebody else that might be coming to that location, they'll get an alert saying a spot is available and it'll direct them to that spot. So even though you might not be looking for a parking spot, your car is still doing the work, and it's sort of helping sort of the global network of people find easier access to parking spots and making commutes obviously shorter and also reducing emissions. So you may have heard of blockchain in regards to cryptocurrency, but the blockchain tech is used for way more. Bosch actually using it for the used car market to make sure that your odometer is actually accurate. The amount of miles you have on the car is what it's going to say. So every time you're driving your car, it's going to add to the blockchain what your actual mileage is. When you go to sell the car, that is verifiable by somebody who wants to buy it. When you get a little tag like this, scan the code, and then the person who purchases the car can actually know and verify that what you're telling them is honest and accurate. Pretty cool. As the electrification of cars continue, it's important to be able to find a charging station to charge your car. Sometimes you pull into these stations, they're already in use, and you gotta wait, or you gotta risk running your battery down while you are waiting. Bosch is the solution. You can reserve a charging location before you get there, so you know it's gonna be open and available. Seems like an obvious answer, but it wasn't till now. I'm just nonchalantly hanging out in the i3. I drive an EV at home. If you've ever driven an EV, you know it's a cumbersome mess to find an available charging station. There are 4 or 5 different OEMs that make the actual charging stations. You gotta make sure you've got the right RFID tag, make sure you got the right app on your phone, make sure you have data. There's a lot of hoops you have to run through just to put juice in your car. That's another problem that actually finally got solved here at Bosch Connected World. Bosch is showing just one application that's gonna interface with all different OEMs, or at least most of them, do all the work for you so you can just focus on charging your car. It seems like an obvious solution, but it hasn't really existed until now. So a big part of Bosch Connected World is actually the hackathon going on in this gigantic area. And what these hackers are doing, and Bosch is giving access to their APIs and all this data coming out of their connected cars, and they're letting people just have at it and do what they want with it to make these really cool applications of the technology. So you get things like a foosball table that plays itself. You've got automated scooters, you got robots rolling around here. This is where the hard work gets done. This is where the future starts to come together, where these ideas percolate into real world concepts that are gonna happen in a few years. So what kind of things are you guys making?
So these are like small robots. They're like a Roomba kind of thing, a bit more accurate maybe. And the hackers, they are open to do whatever they like to do with this. They have different topics like following this line and passing by obstacles.
So being a geek, it's kind of cool to try to conceptualize what the future is going to hold. It's another thing to actually see it. And that's what we got to do here at Bosch Connected World. We saw the future of connected mobility, we saw the future of the connected city, and everything in between. It's been an awesome experience. It was a great opportunity to come back to Berlin, to experience Bosch through Bosch's eyes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a blast making this. Thank you again to Bosch for sending me out here. Till next time, I'm Jon Rettinger.